Namaste. I'm going to share a few words about a common topic in our daily life and practice, like how to combine our practice, when to do asana first or pranayama, meditation, how to have our nutrition, food, sleep. It is something that made me always curious, especially in the the early stages of my practice. Whoever practitioner I met, I always like to ask, like, how long you do asana, do you do pranayama before asana or after, when do you meditate, when do you sleep, and so on. Of course, that is an individual approach for each one, because all of us, we have a different daily life, different routine, different timings, different mind type, different body type, as also different level and stage in our practice. But I will start with the most important quality that we have to develop, the quality to renounce. Because if we do not renounce a certain part of our time for doing something, we cannot go even a step forward. So renounce is very important. I got inspired by many practitioners, yogis. Yogi, I would like to name someone who is doing an effort, a practice, an approach to develop the inner self and connect with the higher self. Sometimes when we mention the term yoga, we think about yoga physical exercises, which are part of yoga, as we call them asanas. But let's approach yoga in a holistic way, like connect me and my higher self with whatever helped me and inspired me for that. So I got inspired by great yogis I met. I heard about them, I read about them. And one I remember, he always liked to put first, a yogi from India, first importance, the most in priority, the most important part, which it was the meditation, then it was the pranayama, then the asana, then the daily life, which is very nice. But if I think of him, he renounced most of the material, almost most material life in his teenage period, and he moved into a mountain, stayed in a cave and meditated most of his life. So of course that was a priority. For another person of our daily life, a person in our daily life has not renounced so much, but some people will renounce 1 hour, 2 hours, 10 minutes, 1 minute, half an hour, 1 day per week, whatever. So we have to adjust our effort, to make it proper effort and be combined with our daily life routines. So we are all made with 5 elements, as the earth is made, like earth, water, fire, air, ether. So our bodies are made like that, and each of us has a different amount of these elements. Some they have some of them more, some less. So that's why we are different, each of us. So we will approach slightly different, but there are some common laws for all of us, like in the summertime is a period of fire, autumn to winter the period of air and ether, spring to beginning of the summer the period of earth and water. So we will have the winter, the cold, the hot, we will face the same period, and even daily life has these timings. So to start a good day, I felt the secret to start a good day tomorrow. It's what I'm doing today, especially before I finish a day. So sleeping in the proper time, early night, with an empty stomach that has already digested anything as food, and the mind is calm, doesn't think too much or try to work too much. Like we prepare ourselves for the next day, because late night is a time of fire. So if we sleep with an empty stomach, we will digest and burn the toxins that we might have during the day. Like that, we will be able to wake up early morning, before sunrise, ideally 2 hours before sunrise, 1 hour and a half before sunrise. It is called the Brahma Muhurta. It is a blessed time, a blessed period, because it is said the Creator will help you will boost your practice in a nice way. We will see that before sunrise there is very quiet, peaceful environment. Everyone is sleeping, so there is no tension. So it is a nice time, as it is also the time of the air and ether, as we say Vata in Ayurveda. So it is a nice time to start with a meditation practice. Whatever practice anyone does, that will discipline the mind, work on the mind in a mental way, spiritual. So that time is very blessed. Wake up early morning, have a bath, drink a glass of warm water or add some lemon, then sit and meditate. When the sunrise starts until morning, like 6 to 10 a.m. If the sunrise starts on 6 a.m., it is a time of kapha, of earth and water, and that is a very good time to have a physical practice. So it is ideal to work on yoga asanas or whatever physically we do for the body, because the body tends to be stiff at that time, so we open it and energize it. And it is also nice to have a breakfast, an early, and not heavy breakfast, like fruits but something we can digest easily. And we can prepare ourselves for the morning, like late morning is a time of fire. That is a great time to take decisions, to work mentally, to study, to research. And as the morning develops to the afternoon, the sun goes up, so it is great to have our heavy main lunch during the afternoon, late morning to early afternoon, because we can burn the toxins and digest it easily compared to different times of the day. After that, late afternoon, early evening, the time of Vata, air and ether again. So it is a good time again to do some mental work and do something we know already, and meditate again, write, read. And as the time goes by, in the evening, like 6 p.m. sunset time, to night, like 10 p.m. is a time of kapha, the earth and water again. So we can also have a physical practice in the evening if we didn't have in the morning. And we can also add physical practice of breathing exercises, pranayama. So we can do the same thing, like meditate early afternoon, before sunrise, before sunset, do asana, yogasanas in the evening, pranayama, and have a light dinner if we want to have a dinner. And prepare ourselves for take it easy to sleep before late night, so when the time of pitta starts, so we can have a deep sleep. So this cycle is very beneficial for a human being, and we can say it is not easy for everyone, because daily life has different routine for everyone. Some people have to work certain times, but whatever is possible and approachable, it's wonderful to do. Some people, some practitioners, they might wake up and feel a lot of tension. So to go for a walk, to do some yogasanas, to open the body, to do some breathing exercises, pranayamas, to relax the mind, and then to meditate is also an approach. Or suppose somebody wakes up early, late morning, it's very hot, so it is maybe more advisable to practice yogasana first and meditate after when the heat is up. Meditation can be any moment of the day also, unless we don't have a very heavy stomach. But do pranayama, breathing exercises, we should have an empty stomach. And to do yoga asanas, it is more beneficial if we do in the morning or in the evening than other times of the day, but of course it can be any moment if there is no other choice, and the sequence can vary according to the practitioner. In fact, we have to find our own reality and daily life and adjust our practice as a method is coming to serve the practitioner, not the practitioner, the method. But as we develop and as the time goes by, we find out that it works nicely through the 5 elements, as I mentioned before. But I would say a practical thing to remember is the most important from all is to be able to renounce. Renounce 5 minutes every day to sit still and observe yourself, meditate. Minimum 5 minutes, or 1 minute, or 2 minutes, or 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, whatever, but that it should be there. And renounce some time every day to do a minimum physical practice. That we can say the sun salutation, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and some basic breathing practices, pranayamas. So this minimum is very beneficial, and if you have mood, you can add more asana, more meditation, more pranayama, whatever, but there should be a minimum in daily life, then it is very beneficial. So some great yogis, they renounce a big part of life or smaller part or whatever, and they achieve, or they came to a nice state that we get inspired by them. We can all renounce some time of every day or more, and as we grow in our practice, we found that how much that time of renouncing is beneficial, and we do more and more naturally, and so on. Thank you.